Steph. So, I am doing your reading now, and you said that you wanted to go a little more in depth with the whole head and heart for Keith and you, and Keith and the foot. Now, I'm going to tell you right straight off the bat, there is more heart than mind here, okay, in this first line here. So, he's more in his heart than in his head, which is a good thing, okay? Where you're concerned. The first line we're going to do is how he's thinking about you. What is his thoughts about you? What are his thoughts about you? And we got Eight of Wands, Page of Wands, Two of Wands, Page of Cups, very young energy, okay? King of Cups, and the Lovers. So I'm going to tell you, sending that text may have been the best thing that you did. I'm going to tell you right then, because if you remember from the last time we did the reading for you, he was already having the plans in motion in his head, like the cogwheels in his head. So this is a continuation of that. So where he is mentally, where you're concerned, it's all love. Love, and I gotta get this thing going. Didn't I tell you that once he got home, that he was gonna put his plans into action? And here it is, right here with the Eight of Wands card. That's the rapid planning, okay? He's also the Page of Wands. So he's formulating ideas into his head, okay? We also have the Two of Wands here, which is planning, okay? So there's a great amount of planning and replanning and scratch that and do that. And I could just see, I don't know if you've ever seen that movie, Good Will Hunting, that scene where he's doing like the math, the very, very difficult mathematical equation, and you see him like, he's burning wood. You ever heard the term burning wood? That's when somebody's really, really thinking hard about something. And I can kind of like see him, if I were to put a some kind of metaphor to this to explain this better, it would be sort of like, no, that's not going to work. Like, carry the two, 10 minus this. It's like, all the mathematical equations, right? Actually making it a little more difficult than it has to be, but this is a man, okay? Men are mental. They do things through their mind, okay? They feel it in their heart, but they process things through their mind. So we really, as long as he's making a plan, we're not going to tell him how to do it. Right? Okay. So, you also got the Page of Cups, the King of Cups, and the Lover's card. I'm telling you, I said it before, and I'll say it again. There is something that has been triggered within him. If you got to see the video that I did last night, sorry I looked a mess. First of all of my glitter makeup was all over me, making me look more tired than I was. But it basically told you what the masculine is feeling, okay? And I feel with these cards here, that's kind of reiterating what I said in the video. Page of Cups being apologetic energy, let's start anew energy, that kind of thing, because it's the cup of love that they're offering. It's also an apology. Page of Cups is also an apology. King of Cups is emotional maturity. So he's not going to come from a bad place. All of this mental processing that he's doing is a good thing. Okay? Because we have the Lover's card, where his mindset is regarding you. Alright? Now, heart space. Those are the fun ones, right? We like to find out what's going on in their heart. Okay? Alrighty, so far I have 4 cards for his heart space. We have the Two of Cups, the Four of Pentacles, the Seven of Pentacles, and the Page of Cups. Again, So where he is in his heart space, whenever he thinks of you, it automatically, boom, goes to his groin. Okay. This is what I'm getting, okay? And I feel like you get that too. You know, it's like you, whenever you think of him, boom. Not only that you love him, but you think about him in your nether regions too. Okay, I mean, then there's a lot of energy there. So you guys are connected at the sacral, connected at the mind, connected at the heart. Okay, but he's focusing more on his nether regions. Okay, I picked that up really, really strongly. Okay, now when a man expresses his, he usually does it through sex. He usually does it with sexual overtones. This is how they physically express their love. Okay, you know, not all of them do nice poetry and give you flowers and chocolates and all of this stuff and, wine and dine you. Some of them are going to be very, very blunt. And where Keith is concerned, where his heart's connected to his penis. Okay. you know, I'm getting that very distinctly. Okay. Because whenever I see the Seven of Pentacles card, I always think of it as like planting a seed, right? um, and no matter what the situation now with this Four of Pentacles here, that you're his woman. You're his woman. So to think of any other guy with you, that doesn't make him happy. Okay? He's very possessive of you. Okay? Even though he doesn't show it, this is something that I feel there's like a storm raging within him, within the masculine to begin with, but I feel like that storm that the masculine is feeling, when they think about it through the heart, those two things are connected to them, okay? Their heart and their sacral is connected, okay? Think of it in the terms of when you take care of business yourself, if you know what I mean. And you get that at that point, you get that surge of electricity up to your heart, right? It's the same thing with the masculine, okay? And believe me, they feel it. Now, how they feel it, they may feel like a little like a pressure in their groin, right? Sort of like a jolt of electricity. And then kind of like, take the breath out of them a little bit. And it's like, it's hard to hide that from the foot, and it's like, if you really want to fuck with her, kind of like take care of business yourself, obviously thinking about Keith and everything, and, very, very specific scenarios. And telling you, it when it affects the man, it's like sort of like a jolt of electricity between their legs. That's a little hard to hide from anybody else that's in the house. Okay, so if he's sitting across from her having dinner, and it's like he gets that jolt from you, it's like, and then she'll ask him questions like, what's with you, and then he has to make something up. You know what I mean? So that's what I'm getting with that. But you got that Page of Cups again. So that Page of Cups is for him today. Yep, what did I tell you? In his heart space, we have the Tower and the Knight of Cups. He's a storm. He's a raging storm inside. On the surface, he looks cool, calm, and collected, but inside, he's a raging storm. Okay? So, one more card here for what he's feeling in his heart, and then we'll move on to the foot. There's really no comparison, but I understand why you want to read on that. He's working hard on whatever these plans are. They won't let me. And as a reader, I have to tell you when they allow me to say certain things and when they won't. Okay, because don't forget, whenever we're doing readings for our clients as readers, okay, it's open, the reading, because you're reading energy and energy is open. So we're only allowed to perceive certain things. Anything that would be intercepted by the foot, we're not allowed to speak out loud because of the nature of what we do. I think I told you this before. If you see anything, and if it's something that might be a little uncomfortable, we are not allowed to say it because it makes it happen faster because we are readers. But in your case, this is not a bad thing. I know seeing the Tower card anywhere in a reading is like, but in this case, it's a good thing because it's in the heart. Whenever the Tower is in the heart space, That's a good thing because what follows it is the Knight of Cups, okay, which is gallant and the knight in shining armor and just the gentleman. I call that the gentleman, right? The knights are the gentlemen, okay? And then on top of that, you have the Eight of Pentacles here. So whatever he's planning, we don't know what he's planning. I'm not allowed to tell you. Um, all I can tell you is sending that text may have been the best thing, just so you know, okay? And I'm going to tell you, I tell a lot of my clients, it's like, if you're feeling like you need to do something, do it because God already knows what you're going to do before you do it. So you can't really fuck up anything because it's like everything is already destined. What I'm telling you is already destined. What you decide to do after this is destined. Everything is destined. What you think, what you say, what you feel, everything is already written down. So there's no missteps here. Okay? And that's what faith is, a confidence. It's a confidence in you really are guided and you're supported no matter what. Okay? Even your missteps are already guided. Okay? She's going to take a misstep at this point. Boom. This is what we're going to do to get her back on track. Everything is already guided. Okay? But preaching to the choir. So, we're going to get into the foot. I don't like her energy, and I know that she doesn't like to be called foot, but footy foot foot foot. I'm gonna call her Dr. Shoal. So, oh my god, oh my god, you're gonna love this fucking reading, okay? Steph, Miss Stephanie, uh, my girl. So we have some things going on here in Keith's mind regarding the foot, and this is, yeah. We have Ace of Wands, Two of Wands. If you remember, got the same Two of Wands regarding his headspace with you. So there's something going on there where he's um, ping ponging. The it's sort of like I feel like this is what the Tower is within him as well. It's the fact that he's has two very different avenues here as to what he's going to do between you and the foot. Okay? Now, with the foot, we got the Ace of Wands, Two of Wands. You remember that Two of Wands? The Magician, Ace of Cups, the Star, King of Wands, and Death. I'm getting chills. I'm getting chills. Forgive my geekiness. I'm such a dork, but when it comes to the people that I care about, uh, oh my god, oh my god. Okay, this Ace of Wands, Two of Wands, Magician. I feel he knows something about like a change. He may not call it magic, right? But he's definitely noticing something is awry within the foot, and I feel her energy right now trying to block me. Fuck you, babe. Forget who you're dealing with here. Ace of Wands. This is regarding bringing something up to her. Not magic because he realized how it's going to sound. This is something that we know about, but we don't necessarily talk about. But the way he's going to bring it up, they're not saying exactly how he's going to bring it up because I feel like she might be listening in energetically. But there's something here with this Ace of Wands, Two of Wands, and Magician. He knows something, and I feel it has something to do with the food. Something within him. He had no. I'm telling you, there is something in there, and I'm getting a metal taste. He has noticed something. He knows that he can't like bring it up to her because of the way she is. This is what this Two of Wands is all about. How do I bring this up? How do I bring this up to this woman without her flying off the handle? Because she gets this wild-eyed stare. I could just see her, like, the spittle flying out of her mouth and, the wild eyes, popping out of her head. You know, this is kind of what I imagine here. And he knows this woman, how she reacts to stressful situations and confrontations. She will not like the confrontation, but he's trying to figure out how he's going to, this is what I'm getting. How is he going to bring up this break up? This dissolution of marriage? How is he going to do it? What is he going to say? How is he going to tell her that he has noticed some things? Because of course men think with their ego is like, without sounding like a kook, right? This is what he's thinking, and there's no proof, except for that he noticed it. It was some kind of soup or something that I'm just distinctly getting a metal taste. I don't know what magical component has this like metallic taste to it, but he definitely noticed it, and it's something that's been weighing on his mind because that kind of triggered his intuition. Something's off, bud. Something's really off. This never tasted this way before. You've eaten this 1,000 times before. This has never tasted this way before. And it was the subsequent actions, right? He knows there's something there that he can't quite put his finger on it. He doesn't know if he can call it magic. We know we can, but he doesn't know if he can. So I hope I'm explaining this correctly or adequately, because the feeling is so much bigger than what I can explain. Okay? Now, this either is going to happen or it has happened already. Okay? Because we have the Ace of Cups, the Star, the King of Wands, and the Death card. This, as follows: Ace of Cups, he knows how emotional she is, right? That she's very likely to fly off the handle, tears streaming down her face, yelling, screaming, all of that stuff, okay? Ace of Cups is not just about tears, it's also about anger, any kind of emotion. So he knows that this is going to be something that kind of brings out that crazy in her, okay? But he has to reveal that he is not happy. He has to reveal, look, my heart belongs to somebody else, because we have the Star card here, which is destiny, okay? King of Wands, which is acting on that destiny, taking action on it. King of Wands is all about somebody that sees into the future and is unafraid to take the action steps to go forward. So this is a fucking lit fucking reading for you. I'm going to tell you that much. And we have the Death card. Holy shit. Do you know why I pulled a Death card? Because I added in my own question in here. I know you didn't ask this, but sometimes as a reader, I have to ask that question. I have to ask questions in addition to you guys asking the questions you want to answer. And I asked this. I asked, is he going to tell her that it's over? And I pulled a Death card. So, boom. Boom. Hashtag boom. Oh my god, it's such a fucking awesome reading. Oh my god, I'm so glad that I'm getting to deliver this message to you. Alrighty. Now, this one here, not only the mental, a lot is happening with him, but in the heart space with the foot, there's a lot of changes going on. Okay? He's realizing that marriage is a sham. Okay? Because we got the sun and the moon in the same reading here. Now, I'm going to read to you what the cards are. We got the sun, the Nine of Pentacles, which you know is the single person's card. We have the Five of Swords, the Moon card, Wheel of Fortune, Three of Wands, and the Page of Cups. What this is telling me here, how he feels in his heart about the foot, is as follows. He knows more than he lets on. He knows he wants to be free. Whenever you have the discovery, the epiphany, you want to be free. And he wants to free his heart. We have the Sun and the Nine of Pentacles here. He wants to be free of her. He wants to be free of the contract of and bond of marriage. This is what I'm getting verbatim from the universe, from God, okay? And I'm getting a resounding yes, okay? We also have the Five of Swords here with the Moon. He's going to come clean. Either he's going to or he has already. And this is really going to end the karmic cycle, because we have the Wheel of Fortune here, which is the karma card. It's over. It's over. I'm telling you that. I'm going to say it again about the fifth time in this reading. I really feel sending that text may have been the best thing that you, okay? It may have been the best thing that you did. Sometimes, even though I will always advocate that the woman shouldn't have to be the one to take action. In rare cases, sometimes we do have to do something. Okay? We have to send out that SOS, that smoke signal that we're still here, With this moon card and the Wheel of Fortune, he's going to reveal what he knows. He doesn't know how he's going to discuss the whole magic element. Like I said before, he doesn't know that he can call it magic. He knows that something is odd up with her. And the thing is that he's learned to read her cues, to read her face. And it does make her a little nervous. He's used to her face, her flat foot face, but he's never, really paid attention to facial ticks or, um, changes in iris. He's paying attention to everything, and it's gonna make her nervous because this is something that she's imagining. Oh God, what is he thinking right now? How am I acting? Am I acting natural? Am I acting? He's gonna make her hella fucking nervous with this conversation if he hasn't done so already. We also have the Three of Wands here, which is waiting for your ship to come in. So he's basically gonna put it out there. I want out, and he's waiting for her to sign the divorce papers. Now, this is the one thing that it may be. I'm gonna be honest with you. She may try to delay that, right? But at least you know your man is trying. This is what we need to know as feminine, okay? We kind of expect hoe bags to hold on to these men, okay? But I mean, it's a given, it is what it is. But at least when you know that your man is trying, that he's trying, that makes all the difference in the world. I'm sure that I'm not preaching to the choir here. Okay? We have the Page of Cups. Now, the Page of Cups is usually the apology card. He's not going to be an asshole about it. Okay? He's going to be just matter of fact. This is what I've noticed. This is what I want. This is what I'm willing to leave you with. Because there has to, I'm sure there's going to be some kind of division of assets or whatever. They'll work it out, whatever they have to work out. But with this Page of Cups here, this is going to be ended with an I'm sorry. I'm sorry, but I have to be completely honest, and I just have to honor my heart. And a Pisces man, they're all about that heart. They wear their heart on their sleeve. Okay, they don't hide their feelings. I'm going to tell you, with water signs, they can tell you one thing, but their eyes will tell you exactly how they feel. Okay, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, they will tell you with their eyes. They speak with their eyes. Water signs speak with their eyes. Okay, they really are the soulful people of the zodiac. You do have this Scorpio stuff where it's like the intuition and everything too, but also I'll fucking cut you. Believe me, I can tell you, I'm a Scorpio rising with a lot of fucking Scorpio in my chart. So, but you knew this. With that Page of Cups there, that tells me this is a done deal. It's just a matter of the how, not the when or whatever. It's just a matter of the how now. Just details now. This is the word that I'm getting here. It's just details. So that's your reading. I hope that I was clear about everything that's going on here. If there's any questions at all, let me know. And let me know what you think. We have to discuss. So I was very excited to bring this reading to you because this was fucking lit. Okay, I haven't, I'm going to tell you something. You're not the first one that I've read that is going through something similar. Okay, the men are finally awakening. Finally. Better late than never, right? Better late than never. So, that being said, honey, I'm going to upload this right now so that you can have access to it. So, sit tight and I'll send this to you right now.